Oh, somebody was asking me, like, don't you think there's good cops?
Of course.
But this is the thing. I think there are good and great people who are cops.
Right.
But I think the term good cop
It's a conundrum.
It's an oxymoron.
Right.
Because the job ain't good.
The job ain't good.
The machine, they are a part of a machine that's not good. They are agents of a machine that are not good. Are there good people in those roles? Absolutely.
Right.
Great people who really thought they were joining to make a difference and make a change, but now find themselves currently f***ing up people's days.
Hip-hop artist J. Cole destroys the good cop narrative in about 40-some seconds.
The system has given them power. You're giving a person with flaws and their own biases
Unchecked power.
So that could be a good person. He could be a person with flaws. He just got this level of power.
And power corrupts.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Like it has to. I don't know. You gave me a gun and a badge. I might start wilding.
Kill somebody. You be good. We got you.
I'm walking down the street with a gun. I've been getting picked on my whole life. Y'all used to bully me in high school. I remember you. Hands against the wall.
And shows, as they put it, unchecked power officers wield. Because we see these videos too many times. No matter the zip code, no matter the situation.
One specifically is police brutality. There's people being murdered unjustly and not being held accountable. Cops are getting paid leave for killing people. That's not right. That's not right by anyone's standards.
And what happens when a police officer uses their firearm, injures someone, injures a bystander, violates someone's rights, or even worse, kills them? Police unions like the PBA, the most powerful union in America that openly endorsed Donald Trump, they protect their own at every single turn. The New Yorker wrote a 2018 University of Oxford study of the 100 largest American cities found that the extent of protections in police contracts was directly and positively correlated with police violence and other abuses against citizens. A 2019 University of Chicago study found that extending collective bargaining rights to Florida sheriff's deputies led to a 40% statewide increase in cases of violent misconduct, translating to nearly 12 additional such incidents annually. So what does this trend show? There are no good cops because even the good ones, they then get riddled out.
We begin today's show with an explosive story of two Chicago police officers who blew the whistle on a gang of their colleagues after they discovered they were demanding bribes from drug dealers in the housing projects of Chicago, arresting their rivals and blocking any internal investigations into their actions. The two whistleblowers, Shannon Spalding and her partner, Danny Echeverria, spent 5 years working with the Chicago Police Department and the FBI in their case, only to be sidelined, outed as informants, threatened, and eventually forced out of the police department. In contrast, the named senior officials and cops who helped cover for their fellow officers were able to retire from the force with their pensions intact and face no punishment for their role in the cover-up. Spalding says she has even received death threats. She and her partner both took stress-related medical leaves, and she's been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder.
Multiple people who worked in the Capitol Police Intelligence Division on January 6 raised concerns about the department before and after the insurrection and have since faced retaliation, according to an employment lawyer representing the whistleblowers. The letter says there is a culture of retaliation and intimidation in the department's intelligence division. These stories are not new. They are unfortunately commonplace. One former police officer took on the BS bad apples myth and wrote the following in an op-ed. It is all-consuming. Being a cop becomes your very identity, and it supersedes everything that used to be important to you. Your family, your moral principles, and your sense of right and wrong all take a backseat to the exhilarating world of policing. Your fellow cops end up becoming your real family. Supporting and protecting your fellow cops becomes your primary goal in life, and the use of might often equates to what is right as you do whatever is needed to get the job done quickly and safely. That is, get the job done safely for you and your fellow officers. To hell with everyone else. One of the points of this post is that both law enforcement and religious ministry simply become petri dishes for assaulting others, specifically because they lend themselves to growing a class of sociopathic people who think they're superior to everyone else. It isn't just a few bad apples. No, the entire batch of police culture is rotten, specifically because of its view of the public and of themselves.